Davis. She teaches science. She's part of Renaissance. She is fairly amazing, and I just say that not because, I have chemistry homework she needs to do, but because she is awesome. There's not a heart bigger than Kim. And I guess without saying anything else, I'm just going to let her tell you your story. We thought this year that we had thought to go one direction with what we wanted for our speaker, but then we thought no, because I'm kind of tired of being talked at. It's going to be really good to have one of us that's going to tell you a little bit about why it is so important to be a champion for each other and for our students, especially for our students.
Thank you, Shannon. Good morning, CHS family, and I say that family because you guys are all family to me. I hope everyone had a fabulous summer and rest, relaxation, and is ready to hit the ground running. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm so excited for schools to start. So as you know, the theme this year is we all deserve a champion, someone in our lives, okay, that changed the trajectory of our path. We all have champions, someone who believed in us, someone who invested in us, and someone who celebrated with us in our lives. These individuals may have changed over the years or the course of your life, but they made a great impact on you. My first question for you today is, who was your champion? Who is that person that believed in you, that invested in you, and that celebrated with you? The first person I'm going to talk about today is Marianne Yanessa. This was my PE teacher from 5th through 8th grade. Middle school was a very daunting time for me. I was awkward, I was small, I lived in my sister's shadow. She was popular, I was not. Made fun of, teased, shut down academically, wasn't viewed as smart by my teachers. I was in basic classes making C's and D's. PE was the one place that I shined. I was very good athletically, and so that was the one place that I could show that I was important, that I was special. By the time I hit 8th grade, family situation, home life was bad, school life wasn't good. I was just in a very dark place at that time. And I just didn't see light at the end of the tunnel. So one day when I went to school one morning in 8th grade, I wrote a note and left it on my counter. And I was done. I wanted to end things. And I went to school. But I'm going to let Marianne Yanessa finish the story.
What did you see in me that led you to be my champion?
Although it was years ago, there are some students that just stand out and make an everlasting impression from day one. For me, Kim was one of those students. I saw a little smiling face on someone who I thought just wanted to please. My instincts were correct. She was always the first to be willing to help without even being asked, and I saw how easily she became a leader in my class. It did not take long to notice that she possessed the attributes to become an outstanding athlete. The gym was her domain. Although she was small in stature, I watched her excel in every sport she played. Size did not matter. She had the spunk, determination, and will to always do her best. Not only that, she was truly a team player that her classmates looked up to. I looked forward to her coming to class. She did have a little mischievous spirit, though, which made her so much fun. As an example, there was another student in the class that was the same size, and they looked a little alike. They would exchange places in their squad lines just to see if I would notice. I knew that Kim was a struggling student academically, but I did not pay attention to what other teachers said because my class was different. It was not necessary to sit and be quiet the entire class. They were there to learn, but also to have fun. One day in her 8th grade year, I asked her if she could stay and help me after school, and she agreed. What I did not know was that morning she had written a suicide note. I remember it. As I remember it, her mother came home early from work and intercepted a note, drove to the school, and spoke to the guidance counselor. Kim, at that time, was with me. I was called in the guidance office the next morning, excuse me, and was told what happened. I remember being in tears, hugging her mother. Her mother said, "When I look at you, I still have my Kim." When I think of Kim, I sometimes think of that day. What a loss that would have been. I could not have been happier when she chose the teaching profession, which was my vision for her. I have watched her blossom into a marvelous teacher. How fortunate her students are to have someone so loving, caring, and dedicated. As I knew she would for me, she would do anything for them. I am truly blessed to still be able to be part of her life. We, to this day, are still close. I thank her for the opportunity to tell all of you how much she has come to mean to me. At this point, I think she may truly have become my champion. I love her.
Mary Ann Yanessa saved my life that day. She took the time. I still remember sitting in her office in 8th grade that day, and she told me 2 things: that she loved me and that she could not wait till I got to high school to watch me play sports. So she believed in me and she invested in my future. My second champion is Pat Hutchinson. When I got to 9th grade, once again, I was in basic classes, struggling academically, but I had a new purpose. I was very good in athletics. She was my field hockey coach / guidance counselor. But my sister had already played for her for a year, and I got to sit and watch her coach. She was amazing. She was inspirational, she was motivational, and I wanted what those girls had. So I decided to switch from soccer, and I decided to play field hockey. She motivated me, inspired me, and set goals for me. Academics was her priority. Athletics came second. She pushed me to be better than I was and allowed me to set goals in my personal and academic life. When I went into the 9th grade, I was in the bottom third of my class taking basic classes. As our relationship grew, by my junior year, I was in the top 10% in accelerated classes. Entering my senior year, my dad got transferred for his job, my sister was in her first year of college, and my mom was diagnosed with cancer. So not only did I play 3 sports and enrolled in accelerated classes, I now had to take care of my mother. It was a very tough year, but once again, Pat Hutchinson stuck it out with me. She cried with me, she motivated me, and she pushed me to excel that year. I graduated high school 9th in my class and had a scholarship to college.
So, in talking about being a champion for someone, what did you see in me that led you to become my champion?
All right, I'm going to start from the beginning. First time I met you, you were this little energetic 8th grade girl that came to watch your sister's field hockey games. And every time you came, you made a point to say to me, "I'm not playing field hockey, I'm playing soccer." And you were pretty adamant about it. But then one day you said that you weren't going to play soccer, you were going to play field hockey. And I asked you why. And I must admit, I didn't really believe you were serious until you showed up at summer practice. Then I realized that you were a little 8th grade girl that was searching for something that soccer couldn't give you. And I realized that the structure provided by the field hockey team was something that you not only needed, but that you liked. You enjoyed the fact that I had set standards and that I pushed the girls to be the best they could be, both on and off the field, that we set academics as a priority, that we realized the importance of individual and team goals, and that you needed that sense of family camaraderie.
Mhm.
So you seemed to accept these concepts, like these concepts, and accept the challenge of meeting those concepts. So that's when our relationship and our connection took a focus. So I worked with you over your high school years, and I helped you set realistic goals, both on the field, in the classroom, in your personal life. I never judged you for any of your decisions. And although there were times when I did, show you alternative avenues to follow when appropriate, I understood what you were capable of, and I helped you be successful in reaching your goals. So throughout your high school years, our connection developed and continued to grow as you navigated some difficult times. And it has continued to grow and solidify for several decades now.
Absolutely. I agree.
You agree? All right. And I have to say that I am very proud that I played a small role in putting your feet on the path you were meant to follow. And I am very, very proud of all of your accomplishments.
Thank you.
I don't know if that would have been possible without the two women in my life. These two women are still important people in my life. When I go home to New Jersey every year, we make time to see each other. They were at my wedding. They love my children. And last year when my father passed in October, amid COVID, they were there. These women gave me a gift that I can never repay. But this impacted me to teach and continually make a difference in the lives of students every year. You can never imagine the impact you can have in a child's life. So my next question for you is, who are you going to impact this year? Who are you going to believe in, invest in, and celebrate with this year? We have 2,300 students coming on this campus, and they need us. They need us to believe in them. They need us to invest in them, and they need us to celebrate their accomplishments, their milestones, and sometimes they need us to cry with them. I would not be here today if it wasn't for both of those women, especially Mary Ann Yanessa. You never know what a child is going through when they enter into your door, but she took the time to notice that I was not in a good place that day, and she loved me. So I come here today to tell you my story so that you guys understand that we all need champions. We all need somebody to believe in us, invest in us, and celebrate with us. Thank you.